Scale review as you're going to C harmonica beginning in the key of C. And in this case, we'll do it starting with a C harmonica. And then, so we'll go through that, and if we don't can't find a note, we'll just skip it or just use it as the major note within the blues scale instead of using it as a flattened note. So we start with C. E flat is the flatted third. F is the 4. Um, C flat. I mean, G flat is the flatted fifth. G is the fifth, and B flat is the flatted seventh. So you can overblow if you can do it. The first hole, the fourth hole, the seventh hole, which gets you that flatted third for the E flat. Otherwise, I mean, you have to go to the eighth hole, blow, and bend it down half step. So that would be your flatted third there. You have to go all the way from the first hole, the fourth hole, the seventh hole to the eighth hole, and drop it down a half step. That's the convenience of overblows, because they're a step and a half up higher, and that means that they will give you that flattened third every time you can do it. So anyway, let's just say we did it like that. We started on the first hole, and we went all the way, or we just say we ignore it. Okay, we just ignore it in this case, and we don't even flatten that third. So we go C, E, and then we go to the 4, which is the F. So to get the F, you drop down the second hole, draw a full step, and then you raise it half a step, half bend, and then you draw on the second hole or blow in the third hole, and that gets your 5. And then to get the flatted seventh, you go to the third hole and draw that down half step bend to the B flat. Okay, and then moving up, you go the same thing: C blow, 4th hole blow, 5th hole blow, and then because unless you do the overblow, then you're not going to get that flat third. So we'll just stick with the major third. So blow 4, blow 5. Now you draw the 5 for your 4, and then you blow the 6 for your 5. Now, if you blow the 6 and bend it down half step, then you have your flatted 5th. But don't get that confused with the overblow, which is a softer technique. Alright, then you so you either you do that or you just leave it as 1 major third, 4 major 5, and then a major 7 on the B, and then blow. I mean on the 7-hole draw, and then blow the 7-hole. So in fact, if you do it like that, there are no. That's not a blues scale. That's a blues scale with blue notes, but they're not blue notes. they're not the blues scale. We have the C, major third, major 4, and major 5, and major 7. So unless you're overblowing, for all practical purposes, those first 4 holes, the 4th through 7th hole, will not give you the blues scale in C. Now we go further, 7-hole blow, and then flatten the third. For the flattened third, you go 8 half step bend, that's your flattened third, and then 9 draw, and that's your 4, and then 9 blow half step bend, that's your flatted 5, then blow 9. Now we go to the 10th hole draw is an A, and so it skips up. I mean, is a step and a half down from the 10th hole blow. So if you blow and bend the 10th hole, then you'll get a half step bend, which is the 7 natural, but not 7 flat. So you have almost all the whole notes in that blues scale. In C from the 7th to the 10th hole, but you lack just that one D at the top. Anyway, don't let the notes scare you, or the idea that everything has to be done right now. Just play around with it and practice those scales. And then the rest of the exercise would be to wherever you wind up, like in this case, you on the flatted third, you wind up on the second hole blow if you can get that flatted third. But then you just do that blues scale, and so you, instead of you're doing the C blues scale, you're doing the E flat blues scale, and then from the E flat blues scale, let's see, E flat, F sharp is a flatted third. When you're in the E flat scale, so you'd want to start your next series on F flat, which is that right? I mean, well, it's the E flat, F. Sorry, it's G flat, and then you start your new scale on the G flat, and on and on and on until the next thing is C G flat, A flat would be an A for your flatted third, and off of G flat to the G flat, A flat, A, that's flatted third, and it kind of brings it on, and then, yeah, from A to B is your flatted third in the key of let's see, A, B. No, C is your flatted third in the key of A blues scale. So it just comes right back home to the C. And then after that, exercise, after you get that stuff down pretty well, you can do the another exercise using the first hole draw, which gives you third position harmonica. That's the first lick, or the first note with that. And first 4, 7 notes are all part of the third position harmonica. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just gotta do it. I know that I really appreciate, again, everybody's attention, and everybody's trying to get what I'm trying to say, because I can get a little spaced out with this stuff, and it's kind of a little mind-boggling at first, but I hope that you're understanding what I mean. Thank you so much.